Huh? What's going on? We were having technical difficulties. Stan's fault. So, Alistair Fingleton AKA
Singing mechanic.
Singing mechanic.
Yeah.
Why did they call you a singing mechanic?
That's right, that's where that came from.
And what's all this about?
That's the day job, Stan. Engines and transmissions and axles and hydraulics and electrics and hardship and more hardship.
Why have you got feathers in this one?
Sure, look at the birds to be in with. We're for the birds ourselves at times.
Why have you got feathers in this one?
Sure, look at the birds to be in with. We're for the birds ourselves at times.
Why have you got feathers in this one?
Sure, look at the birds to be in with. We're for the birds ourselves at times. Whenever.
Explain what you're racing to.
He's doing Tilliston Championship go-kart racing, so 4-stroke. He has about 7 rounds in the championship every year. He was in Spain last year racing an Irish team out there. Cost his daddy a lot of money, so he did. But enjoyed it great, and savage experience for him, in fairness. He says about 7 rounds. The Cork, Nick Kenny, Watercraft still in Cork. Ackboy up in Mead, White River up in Mead. So it's great.
There's 2 of these.
There's 2 of them, yes. And this year there's the both places are hosting rounds, so it's great this year.
Okay.
Watercraft still down in Cork this year. They didn't do it last year in Cork, but this year now they're doing it. So it's great for them, yeah. Always on a Sunday. This year they've changed it. I think that you have to go and do a bit of testing on the Saturday, so it'll kind of make it a bit more.
A bit less engine and transmission.
It's a little bit less, but we'll get there. So yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
So how many engines on that one?
One.
Enough.
One is enough for him at the minute anyway, yeah.
Any tweaks?
No, everything is sealed, can't touch anything. Just keep a belly down. He doesn't need a belly. Keep the belly down and goes faster. But that's great for him, it's a great experience. And, you know,
very good. And what age could you race that from?
Up to 12. I think they've changed it this year. You can race from about 6, 7, up along, called Bambinos, and then move into the minis. Jack is in the minis. He's another year left now in the minis, and he moves up to the juniors then. So.
And he can stay with the same card. Just goes with a different class of.
Yeah, juniors is a different card. So he's after having 2 years in his mini, and he's a year left now. So he'll have to get 3 years in the one card. Or
what the difference be? A bigger card.
Bigger card, about 50cc more than physically a bigger card, heavier, wider, longer, faster. But they're a bigger card to work on. Myself and Jack would lift the mini card together on our own, but we won't.
They're that heavy?
Yeah, they're that bit heavier. We'll show you in a few minutes. It's out there, so
we'll see.
We'll see how it goes.
How are we going on the comments here then? Lots of people with racing behind their name coming in.
Oh yeah. All Jack's fans.
Any relays for a caddy? Adam Dunn. Who's looking for a relay for a caddy?
Boy, Adam. Adam's an old cousin of mine. After he worked with me for a while, Ken, and then he fecked off lorry driving.
Stop.
Fleet of lorries now, doesn't even come over anymore. Doesn't know us, the poor people.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when did you start engines and transmissions? Come here, where did you start your time?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you the crack from the start. My father was a diesel fitter all his life. He would have started back in the 50s. He served his time in Lookman's and Athy back in the day.
But they're still going.
They're still going. So he was a diesel, what they call a diesel fitter back then, and the story goes, he served his time in Lookman's, then he went to the sugar factory in Carlow, and he worked in the garage in the sugar factory in Carlow in the late 50s. He then went to work in Dublin. He worked for Komatsu, he worked for Caterpillar, he worked for all them big outfits and big stuff.
Right.
And then he worked for civil engineering crowds. There would be the equivalent nowadays of BAM and all them. They were kind of like a crowd called South of Ireland Public Works and all them. So he would have spent a lot of time away from home working at them on big jobs. He was workshop foreman for them and doing dozers and diggers and mortar scrapers when.
He had a colourful experience.
Yeah, very much. When all that big work was being done, like they used to take out transmissions on site and pull them apart and stick them back together and stick them in dips.
Same as they do in the Middle East.
Yeah, hardship. He often used to tell me, like when he was in the sugar factory, he was working on lorries on the night shift, and they'd be drawing stuff up from New Ross, and the phone could ring in the office at 12 o'clock at night, and there would be a clutch down in the lorry. Down to the road, down there up the hill, coming from New Ross, and he often told me he'd pull in the van, he'd be clutching the van, and pull back the gearbox, side of the road, throw a clutch into it in the middle of the night and away they go.
Gearboxes were a lot simpler then.
They were, but
lower
still
end,
stuff was heavier and stuff. I get sick now if I had to go out and do something on the side of the road. They were well used to it, but they were tougher, harder men. Different times, yeah. So, yeah, and then he worked for a few different crowds, and then he went out on his own probably in the late or the mid-90s, and I served my time with him, for him, through him, whatever way you like to do it, and then progressed up along, and I think in 2006 then, of course, on paper he retired, so I kind of took over the business and had to come up with a new name, so I came up with the name Engine and Transmission Services, and sure, since about 06 then, we're flying, yeah, thank God, yeah. Yeah, but it's tough going, self-employed, it's not simple.
You have one bell with you.
He's hiding up there. He's on overtime tonight, Stan, so he is.
He's being paid?
He's being paid, yeah. Bottom to grub early.
What do I get?
Sure, look, you just love it. You love it. So yeah, we're tipping away here, and sure, it's great crack.
Any more comments? When's Alistair getting back behind the wheel? He was well able to pedal the Mark II. No!
We're getting into it now.
Yeah, we forgot that.
So that's when we had a few pounds, and sure.
Have we still got one?
No. 2017 actually sold the car. So I was rallying for a few years, 08 and 09 along there, and herself was navigating, and she actually had 2 cars of her own as well. She did a bit of driving herself, did a couple of rallies, did a few things in Mondello and stuff like that in her own 2 cars. Then I had an escort, and she sat in with me for a good few rallies, and then we bought the house and the place we are here now, so we gave rallying a miss for a couple of years. And chaps, yeah, they came along then, and then in the middle of all that, then I got brainwave to build a brand new car. So in 2012, I started to build a new car from the ground up, totally brand new car. Jamie Doyle, Gummy Doyle, did an awful lot of work on it for me, probably did 90% of the fabrication and the body work and everything like that, painted it for me the whole lot. So the car came back here then, and I finished it off, and it was probably a 2-year project. And in 2014 we went rallying then, and so we rallied flat out for 3 or 4 years and got on well, and won the Midlands East Championship and won a good few things, 2nd and 3rd classes, and our probably best result was the 5th overall in rally, which was good for us. And so we 2 children at that stage, and then the 3rd one was on the way. So I think we decided
enough is enough.
Enough is enough, with Mammy and Daddy sitting in the car. So sold the car, and rallying was kind of in a funny place at that time because insurance was expensive. Yeah, and it was in doubt whether rallies were going to continue and stuff like that. So fellas were panicking with cars. You were going to saying cars were going to be worthless, and so
I know when you could get something for it.
Yeah, kind of, and sure, with the 3rd child on the way and wanting another, so look, miss it, but just as I said to someone here lately, if someone gifted me a brand new car this minute and said, Alistair, here's 150 grand worth of car, away you go, I wouldn't have the time to go rallying, and I wouldn't even have the interest in it. Like we were preparing from a Thursday at lunchtime for a rally, and then you come home on a Sunday night, and Monday then, nearly half the day Monday you were fit for nothing and you were winding down. So
you were doing a 3-day week basically.
When rallying was on, yeah, you were. Yeah, you were. So that was kind of that at the time. But no, definitely a few great years rallying. But made great friends and great memories.
Good go the high.
Oh, brilliant! Yeah. And there's lovely pictures and that there, and we good video in cars and stuff like that. And you meet lovely people.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Well, all motorsport is like that.
Yeah, that's the way, yeah. Touchwood, we had a few tips alright, but never got injured or anything like that. So Pocket got injured a good few times alright, but we overcame that too.
It's par for the course.
Yeah. So
and what you were right top of that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Richard Keane says, sing an old song there. Nah, not yet. We will in a bit now. Yeah, so what were you right top of the R2?
The Vauxhall, yeah, started off with probably 250 or 55 horsepower engine, and sure.
Who built that one?
Fella down in Cork, Keith McMullen, down the college in Cork, built that one, and that I did a good bit of racing with that. Then I bought an engine, it was about 260 or 65 horsepower engine. Rallied that for a few rallies, and sure always wanted more, and then went down to Shane Stafford down in Wexford. And Shane did a good bit of work with that engine, had the same block, and we put a steel crank into it and bits and pieces. We got up to maybe 290 then, or 285 or thereabouts, and great engine, and she couldn't get the end of it, thank God.
Fair liability in it.
Yeah, no, ourselves didn't know the whole cost and everything like that. She's probably watching there now.
There'll be questions later
Yeah,
on.
questions later on. But no, it was great crack at the time. I'm sure, look at it, I wouldn't change a thing. It was great. But our rallying has gone to a totally different level now. It's
Sure, the whole thing with the prices higher now and the cost of fuel now and it's all uncertainty with the fuel and
and it's gone beyond it for me anyway. The club man, I'd say, struggle now the next year or two. Fair play to any club man that's rallying at the minute, because it's not simple. The bigger fellas, they have the money behind them and they have the backing behind them, but the ordinary club man, it's just his own bit of sponsorship and running the car himself. It's not simple.
And that's it. You go to rally, if you could get 2 lads to help you on the day, you're doing very well.
Like I was lucky enough, I had a great crew of friends around me, and there was never a rally that we went to that we struggled for anyone to come and service from. There was always a fella or two there more.
I know lads not too far away from here that would have gone to rally on their own, and they come back and they get the key out of their pocket and open the van
and away,
and they do their own few beats on it.
I remember
and they lock the van up and go again. That was madness.
Yeah, I remember doing Wexford one year, and the first stage, the gearbox packed in the car, and luckily enough I had a spare gearbox in the van. I remember changing it. I had nobody on the Saturday morning servicing for me, and I remember changing the gearbox, and a brother-in-law of mine arrived down halfway through, had the gearbox out and the other one empty into it, and then within a few minutes there was 3 or 4 lads under the car and we got it finished off.
But then the whole problem with that is having lads that are not used to it. When someone leaves something loose, you're driving down the stage, you hear a rattle. Is that
it's always in the back of the
mind. Shaft coming off.
Yeah, but sure.
It's royal in it. Oh, fuck's sake.
It's going to fall out, that's it. But no, luckily enough now, with no dramas that way. But it's all voluntary. You couldn't afford to pay. You couldn't afford to pay anyone. You'd buy them the grub or whatever, and that's.
Go up in the hotel if you could.
But as I say, I wouldn't change a thing now. A few great years rally and great memories, and sure, maybe Jack in a few years' time might get into it. See how
he's nodding the head anyway. He's not going to disagree with that one.
See how he goes. We'll see how he goes. But no, it's all good. And sure, the spanners then during the day, we're just busy all the time. Stan, like yourself, it's not simple when you're self-employed. I
see lots of things here I can make, lots of metal.
Exactly.
There's lots of pistons and conrods and everything here. The pockets will be full. The pockets of gears.
We'll approve the car load going out for you. But no, sure, look at it. Between everything now, it's busy. Plenty going on.
Very good.
Yeah.
And the singing that you're just...
Singing is a whole different ballgame. Sure, I'm playing music about 25 years, playing in bands and different yokes. I was playing in country bands, then I was in wedding bands, then I had a band of my own, and then I was in a band in Carlow, Helter Skelter, and loads of different things. And kind of went away from it for a year or two, and got back at it then again. And then, sure, just over 12 months ago, I got the opportunity to go on Lower Tier on TG Carter. Went on that, and then sure it just snowballed from there.
It's hard to believe that's a year now.
It's over 12 months, Ken. Yeah, it's over 12 months. So that really put me up on a kind of a different platform altogether. Probably gave me the incentive to do something for myself and make a goal. But that's fine. Sure, I'm doing 3 or 4 nights a week at that. Don't ask me how, but
I don't know either. And they're not local ones either.
No, the mileage has been clocked up.
The apprentice must be busy.
He'd just be busy now, I'm sure. He'd be in some...
Not my apprentice, his apprentice.
He'd be in some mornings and I wouldn't be long home. I'm sure that's the way it is, but sure. It's heavy going now. It's alright for fellas and ladies that are doing it and they don't have a day job.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to do it too, it's nearly impossible.
And a dirty day job. You can't walk in from this day job, into the van and go.
And the phone then is a killer as well. The phone never stops during the day. If the phone wasn't as busy, you wouldn't be.
We get more done.
Look, we're not complaining.
We get that too.
We never help.
Where are we going? Am I right in saying Bradley bought her off you?
He did. James Bradley bought her. We're on the ball.
Mary pinned the comment. What comment did you pin, Mary? It's gone. We missed it.
What's he saying? Stan, if I had... I see something there. Someone said, Stan, if I had your money, I'd burn my own. Is that what he said? There you go.
Falvey. You fuck off now.
Big Volvo man, isn't he?
Still be way down walking out. I sure you will, Mary.
Yeah.
Dermot Dial. Stan, I thought you were fixing my power washer today. Well, if you dropped it out, it'll be fixed. I can't do it if it's not there. Very flat with pinned comments. How come I can't see the pinned comments? don't know where they're on.
Lots of people watching there.
Probably 53 in there now.
Yeah.
Probably a few bots watching it as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes that happens too. But has the machines changed much since you started? I know you obviously have a lot of electronics, but you're still working on a lot of old school stuff.
Yeah, I'm in a different end of it. I'm still in the repair end of it. I'm still overhauling engines, overhauling transmissions, diffs, hydraulic pumps. I get a lot of stuff coming in here that
other garages took out left you.
Yeah.
Right.
Or maybe fellas might have had a go at themselves and it didn't work out for them, and stuff comes in here on pallets dismantled and there's issues with them and stuff like that, and because I have a name for doing the mechanical end of it, whereas other garages would take out a transmission, fit a new one and away to go.
Yeah.
So we're still overhauling, we're still fixing, and you're still back to the basics of the mechanics, you're back to the basics of engine building and stuff like that. We'd be getting a lot of fellas here ringing, they'd be after taking off maybe injector pumps, inline injector pumps or rotary injector pumps, and they can't time it.
Right.
And they've tried to time it and time it and time it, and then I go out and go back to my old school rule of timing, and you put it on and away it goes. So there's loads of stuff like that is still
relevant to
100%, and I'm one of these fellas that if you have the basics, theory is great, but you have to have the practice, you have to have the practical end of it.
Yeah.
You have to have the hands to do it as well. If the hands don't match the head, you're in trouble too. I know the best of mechanics, they're a great pair of hands in them, but they've no head, or vice versa. But if you can get someone that can do the two, like as I said to someone the other day, I can weld, but I'm not a welder. We'd weld stuff here just to tack it together or whatever.
Yeah.
But if I wanted a proper job done on something, I have 2 or 3 men that I go to, and that's their team.
Yeah.
So and it's the same with fabrication work. If we wanted a bucket done or pins and bushes or anything like that, we'd farm it out to a couple of guys that do it for us, and that's their game.
Yeah.
And that's the way it is. So I suppose we kind of specialise in stuff that I wouldn't really stick my nose into something now if I didn't know anything about it.
Yeah.
Or if I didn't know anything about something, I'd tell somebody. Like I'd often get fellas ringing me about tractors, transmissions and tractors, and just because they think you do transmissions,
no, it's completely different.
It's complete. And should have said to me, "Oh, there's a Fendt tractor here and the transmission needs to be done," that I'd say I wouldn't even know how to start the tractor. So don't go near it. Stick to the industrial stuff. The loaders, the diggers, the dumpers, the dozers, forklifts. So a lot of forklifts. So that's kind of the end of it. That we're.
There's a lot of cool forklifts.
Oh yeah. Mention them up in the yard, or we might try to sell you one. But that's kind of the end of it that we're in all the time, Stan.
Very good.
Yeah.
Where are we got in the comments now?
Snap on worth the price. Loads of comments there.
Snap on worth the price. Well, it is once you don't lose it.
If you want to go around with the camera there and show them all the snap-on boxes,
we won't embarrass that. So
I'd be a snap-on man all my life. I grew up working on them, so I find it hard to go away from them. I know that other mechanics and they have the best of other gear, and I find the top class as well. It's just what you're into. I remember years ago, Mac tools used to call to us.
Right.
And I found them, I still have some of them there, and I found them a savage tool to work with. And buying them for a few years, and then they just, I don't even know, is there a Mac?
There is a Mac, but they don't.
So I liked them back when I was using it, but I just grew up working on Snap-on. My father had Snap-on all his life, so I'm still a Snap-on. I don't buy much Snap-on stuff anymore because I think I have what we need. I won't say we have everything, but we have what we need. And if there is something that I need, I ring Willie, and that's it.
And a lot of what Snap-on gets off it is warranty.
It is, yeah. I do look.
That's the beauty of it.
Yeah, I do find the newer stuff is not as durable as the older Snap-on stuff. I have a lot of old Snap-on spanners there, a lot of Imperial stuff, half-inch. A lot of my stuff that I be working on is still Imperial.
Right.
Half-inch, 9/16, 3/4,
Caterpillar
11/16.
stuff.
American, yeah. So I'd still be using an awful lot of that older stuff. So, like I'd have Snap-on spanners there that David will tell you that no other fellas would have seen. Like they might have combination spanners with a 9/16 one end and a half-inch the other end. They're just like odd stuff, but still using it every day. So no, I'm a Snap-on man anyway, so I'm probably a bit biased with that. definitely.
So there's each absolutely
each their own. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Where else? What else did I want to ask you? Yeah, the singing. We didn't talk too much of the singing.
No.
But what? How far do you go to sing?
Sure, I was in Donegal last Saturday night. I was in Bundoran Saturday night. Sure, we go up as far as Donegal. We go down as far as Cork and Kerry, and over to the west, and sure, southeast, up along. Be up in the north a small bit. Sure, look at it.
And is it all for dancing?
It's all dancing, yeah. That jiving is huge at the minute, young and old. Jiving.
Seen at the plough.
Yeah, huge.
The
jiving is really, really big at the minute. Like there's loads of them there. Mike Denver, Michael English, Declan Ernie, Jimmy Buckley. They just thronged them.
Did you sing with Declan Ernie? Did you?
I never actually sang with Declan Ernie. No,
Right.
Probably sang with a good few of the rest of them and played with a good few of the rest of them. Met him several times, but never actually sang with
He was
Declan.
down, we done the two Johnnies last year in Cork.
Yeah.
And he was down there. Jeez, he was brilliant.
Brilliant. He was brilliant.
Absolutely brilliant.
No, Declan is good now, and he's very well known and very down to earth. And he's an ordinary Joe. So at the end of the day,
Yeah.
I think he tractors at home and tricks around with them and does his gigs in the whole lot, and he loves it. Sure. It's his life, like, and that's it. But it's huge at the minute. And the youngsters are coming in their droves to the gigs, and they're travelling. Some of the locals, even around here, they could go to a dance in Carlow on a Friday night, and then Saturday evening they'd head for Donegal. And they could come home Sunday or come home Sunday morning, and they could head on Sunday evening.
See, Johnny Tuss said that we.
Oh, Johnny, yeah. Johnny goes everywhere, yeah. He's a fabulous dancer now, in fairness, yeah. But it's brilliant, and it's great for them. And in fairness, there's very little drink at it. There's no one drunk.
No trouble.
There's no trouble.
And I suppose the younger crowd will probably enjoy that as much as going to a nightclub now.
100%.
Get more out.
Yeah. Oh no. And you never ever
there's obviously more like-minded people attending the events.
And they look out for each other. You'd see them there, they'd be going home from dances, and they'd be all making sure if you lift home, are you alright for, it's brilliant. And most of them drinking water and minerals. You'd see a few of them drinking their pints. But
that's not good to the foot. That's not
no,
good to the
hotel. I know that too, but at least the youngsters are safe, and you never ever see them in trouble, thank God, or anything like that.
I remember I used to walk by the Buckminist Road.
Yeah, heading home.
We'd walk from Kilkee back to my house, walk.
But to see Stan, you were different.
It was different times.
Different times, yeah.
The load of nightclub over there, And you think back of it now, even the driving now, you see how long it was.
Yeah, you get tired even thinking about it.
Good daylight we go.
Yeah. But look, you didn't mind it too, you were
for a few drinks and a bit of dancing.
Bit of crack. Yeah. And no trouble as such. No.
We often cycled the bikes over and hid him in the wood, and we couldn't find him that night.
Yeah.
We had another chase to walk home.
Or someone else cycling home. Yeah.
Well, no, we never lost one, thank God. But we go back the next morning, we find it in the night.
I remember when I was younger, the youngsters used to swap the gates going by our house. That was the difference they used to go up into.
Swap
the gates. You could lift off our gates and drop them up 3 doors up with the neighbours. And that was harmless that time. That's what it was. But
I can't say that we did it though.
You probably did, you know. You probably went home that way and did it.
When was Paul Cassidy watching? Do we do that, Paul, though?
Paul probably did, yeah. Paul's a great man. Paul does a bit of work for us here in fairness, though.
If we didn't go back to Paul's house, we went home.
Yeah.
John Budd leaves, we all with us.
Yeah. I was only thinking the other day of all the fellas around your age, all served their time saying the sugar factory and Lappel and all them places, super tradesmen, like. They got a great training and great apprenticeships, and a lot of them now are down in Auto Launch and Bagnallstown and a few places like that.
But it could still be sugar factory.
Sugar factory should never have closed. No. My father actually reckoned it was the best job ever he had back in the late 50s. Said it was a great job.
And it was making money.
Yeah.
Unlike some businesses that go around now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. No, totally different. But no, they were different times. But the whole thing has changed in one way, and then it hasn't really changed much in another way when you go back to the basics of it. But I suppose like your job too, it's changing as well.
And my job won't be there forever either, because small engine stuff will eventually, factory will beat it, eventually.
It will, but still though, Stan, there'll be nobody to fix it, no matter what way it goes. Because
there's nobody to fix it as it is.
That's what I'm saying, there's just nobody there, and there's very little opportunity for the youngsters coming up along. Like, as I said earlier on, I'm a firm believer of old school, have the basics of it, but there's even very few lads to teach the basics of it nowadays.
But even if you to teach that chap the basics now, it'll do for a few years, but when he gets to our age,
it'll be totally changed. It'll be totally changed as well. But in fairness, if he has or they have the basics of it, it'll get them a long way.
Yeah.
You know, like I know fellas there working in Australia, Canada, New Zealand, and to be fair, they're making very, very, very good money, and they're still only on the basics. Do you know what I mean?
In the mind
stuff. You know, and that'll be there for a long time to come yet, and more up to them. But it has gone to another level. Like we have Caterpillar Diagnostics, Volvo Diagnostics, JCB Diagnostics, and sure, it's changing all the time. It's changing all the time. But you have to try and keep with it and self-learning yourself and stuff.
So you see Dave from Service Stop is probably in there in the comments. And he'll be talking about the diagnostics and what to do, and it's mental how much everything is changing. And you see Northern Plant, he goes a lot into what to do with the diagnostics. The diagnostics provides a lot, but I see the last couple of days you've had a couple of things with diesel problems and drawn air. And the drawn air won't show you a leak.
No.
But it's to find it, you know, and that was back to using
the head.
The head. Where if he was looking for the computer and telling him the problem, he's never going to find it.
No, and if you can get, as I said as well, if you can get someone that's good on both, that's able to use your head, their head and the computer, sure, they're the best of both worlds. Because we'd even see it there. Sometimes we turn on, especially our Volvo Diagnostics, you turn it on, and it'll give you the exact time for procedures to be done. Like if you're taking out an axle or something, we'd often flick it on just to
So it's not like the sat-nav then, but the sat-nav tells you to take you 3 hours to go to the league on. If you could make it 2:45.
We would, we'd be trying to beat it the whole time. Jack had a Guinness Book of Records here a year ago for taking an engine out of an L50 Volvo. I think it said 3 hours or something, and we had it done in under 2. So we bet him on that one.
There's experience.
We bet him on that one. So we
balls fired everywhere.
Kind of, but we got it out of it anyway.
Going on everything. Going on to everything.
But I know, look, it's stuff like that, and at the end of the day, once you're able to do the work, that's the long and short. Definitely.
We're reading under a few comments.
We'll
talk a little bit about singing. We're missing the singing all the time. Go wherever the money is, Alistair. Richard Kidd said.
Jesus, we were to get up to Macaulay's to do a job, and we didn't get up till we were to. We'll get up shortly.
Feel under pressure now.
Oh God.
Where else? Mary says cut round engine. Jesse, you won't cut round engine.
No.
Back in the Volvo. It'd be a lot of cutting.
What sort of impacts do you use? Milwaukee. All Milwaukee impact stuff. There's one there. Finish.
Tried and tested. Beat the shit. Look at the anvil. It's beat the shit out of it. Look.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Loads of Milwaukee stuff there, to be honest with you. Using it this good few years and finding good in fairness.
I don't think a great range of stuff.
They have,
And Snap-on is bet that way with the power tools.
The one thing I did always find with Snap-on, even with their electrical stuff, their diagnostics, not that I would have been buying much diagnostic, they were that bit behind with that and electrical stuff as well. I had Snap-on, there is still Snap-on impact guns there, but just stopped using them. Milwaukee came along and that was it.
Blue Motor.
We had a good bit of Milwaukee, we'd have Milwaukee in both vans, and we'd have Milwaukee in the workshop, so a good bit of Milwaukee stuff between everything. And it's only the year that you buy it, because when you have it, that's the long and short. Once you have it, it's look after it.
And the singing, do you sing in your own hobby?
Doing one man now. As I say, I was in bands for years, so doing a one man show now, driving the van, setting up the gear, doing the gig, taking down the gear and driving home. So if there's anyone watching that want to come some night and drive the van and set up the gear, you're more than welcome.
Right by your pint.
The money is bad, but the road will be good.
You're well fed.
No, it's tough going, Stan. It's a second job. You're doing two jobs.
Maybe someday we'll live.
No, we'll see. It's if I could dedicate more time to it, it'd be great.
You write a few songs as well.
I'd write a few songs as well, and sure that takes a bit of time, and you have to be in the right frame of mind for that too. So sometimes you just wouldn't. Even doing the gigs now, you'd be wound up going to some gigs, but by the time you get there, you'd be nice and relaxed and it's grand.
Yeah.
You don't mind doing it, but there's no point doing it if you're not enjoying it. If you stop enjoying it, it's even like the day job. If you stop enjoying the day job, just forget about it. Hang up the boots. But
there's a lot of people working a day job that was watching this and they don't enjoy their day job.
Oh no.
But they do it because
they have to.
They have to. Yeah. They may know better, or some people are afraid to change too.
Yeah, well, sure, change is good sometimes. You're probably stuck in a rut and you don't want to take the plunge or take the change or make the change, and you won't know if you try it. Like, I'm self-employed all my life, never did anything else, never worked for anyone, only my father and myself. And probably if I went into a 9-to-5 job,
you wouldn't hack it.
I wouldn't hack it. No. I don't know. I don't think I would. The one thing about my job is you could start your morning here and you could end up in Cork that evening, or vice versa. You could go up the country in the morning and end up back here in the evening time. So that's the one thing this job is. Another thing too is you promise fellas the sun, moon and stars, and it doesn't happen.
Tell me about it.
Yeah.
A yard full of empty promises.
Yeah. And with the best will in the world, you tell the fella you'll have something for him, then something crops up. And I left here this morning at 10 to 7, went to Baldoyle, and we were finished in Baldoyle today we were home around 1 o'clock, and we're in the workshop here ever since. I thought we would have been in Baldoyle for the day, but just to panned out we weren't. We got the job sorted and home, and we were in the workshop, so we got a job finished off there now that we thought we wouldn't have finished it tomorrow. Yeah. But there's 20 other jobs then that should have been done weeks ago. So you're trying to do the best, and then someone will ring with a breakdown and you have to drop everything and go. And a lot of our stuff will be 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours drive away. Yeah. So that's a day's work.
And there's no 5-minute job comes in that door.
Oh no, like a job for us, one job for us, an engine overhaul and a load and shovel or a digger or a dumper or something like that. One job could be a full 2.5 or 3 weeks work for 2 men. Like there's an engine there of an 830 Volvo dumper. Sure, it's a full day's work to take it out. It's 2 days to put back in. That's the bare block of it.
For all that's left of it.
Yeah. And by the time that's built up and back in, like that's a huge undertaking. Like there's the transmission out of it.
What's left of it.
Yeah. And by the time that's built up and back in, like that's a huge undertaking. Like there's the transmission out of it. One hand handy undertaking. Some of the jobs are huge. Like. And then you can put something back in. There could be an oil leak, a water leak, whatever. So you have to deal with that then as well.
More trouble.
And then when you put something back in for Farmer Mick or Farmer Tom, you're after doing an engine for him, and then he comes along and says the brakes are bad, but you weren't even near the brakes. Yeah. And then he tells you, well, the brakes were good before the engine came out, so you have to sort that then. And sure, look, it's just never ending, but we're not complaining. We're busy all the time. That's the long and the short of it. And there's plenty of work out there. It's the old saying, if you want to work, there's loads of work out there.
You surely will.
Yeah.
Sir, how's the man himself, Declan Flanagan?
Oh, Declan is down in County Wexford, does all the dancing.
Yeah.
Declan is responsible for teaching half the country how to dance.
Have you 3/4 or each?
Both. Yeah, both. Yeah. Paul Murphy, when are we heading for Fenton's or the Glen? But yes, Paul, the next Thursday night we're free, we'll go up and give her a rattle up there.
Mary, I don't like that comment. Check to see is he available for your 60th.
Oh!
We're not ready for it yet. Maybe for the
60.
Maybe for the 50th though.
Well, sure, look, we'll make ourselves available first now. Yeah, exactly.
We'll have to start booking now, will we?
Yeah. There's loads on there, isn't there?
What have we on now? 68 now. Yeah. We're flying, man.
Yeah.
Which is not tapping the screen, guys. I'm sorry, 3,600 likes. Tap the fucking screen.
Like and
share the post. Share the post. Come on.
Exactly.
Mike the Farmer, good evening. Leave down and watch Fenna.
Alistair Fingleton? Fenna. You played down a Fenna there before Christmas.
See, some people have no names on their profiles, unfortunately, so we don't know who's saying a lot to Alistair.
Yeah, Jack is watching inside. Good man, Jack.
Alistair's getting close to the 60.
No.
He's not that close to 60.
I'll tell you one thing. A long way to go yet. Mightn't look like it on top, alright, but it is a little bit to go, yeah. Only a baby, so I am.
Yeah.
Nice price, yeah. Feck off research yourself, will you? He's a great dancer.
Don't mind the thing and get a rally car back, but Jesus, it would be nice.
Oh, I'd love to get one back, but sure, if anyone is watching and they want to sponsor me one, like, sure, feel free. Anyone real wealthy there, Stan, we'll put an old stand fix sticker on it.
Will you? Yes, we left in a few there.
Yeah.
Get a few plastered all over.
We'll put a few underneath. There's probably a better chance of seeing it if the stickers are on the bottom of it, because we'd end up on a radio maybe.
Yeah, we want give them a few choices of songs and they can all come in and see what song they want.
Oh, jeez, well, sure, whatever.
Give them 3 or 4 songs and let them pick it.
Sure,
you tell them 3 or 4.
Sure, I like a bit of Christy Moore. We'll do either a Christy Moore song. We'll do. Actually, Mr. Nathan Carter did a bit of singing with me here a few weeks ago. So we'll do Christy Moore, we'll do Nathan Carter, or we'll do the Tumbling Paddies, The Way I Am. So we'll see whichever one they want to hear. Sure.
Right.
Comment there.
Get comment. We'll do a little walk around. We'll have a look at a few bits in the workshop.
Christy Moore, Nathan Carter, or the Tumbling Paddies.
Mary says she'll create a poll. Yes, Mary, you're brilliant.
Good woman, Mary.
Get stand fix on the cards, Jack. There's no bother. Plenty of stickers there for now. Anne Golden says, great day in Mullingar last Saturday.
Oh, Jesus, Anne, yeah. I met Anne a few weeks ago up in Donegal, and they were in Mullingar then last
there's one pinned down.
Saturday.
Server Stop Dave says, do you find emission systems have big problems?
Savage problems with them, yeah.
Yeah.
Savage problems with them.
Is that because they're not being worked so hard?
Well, in my game, in the industrial end of it, what I see happen, especially in the load and shovels, machine will start to do a regen.
Might as well go for the tea.
Turn her off in the middle of a regen, they'll come back, they'll start it up, every light, every error code will be on it, and they'll wonder what's after happening. So a lot of it is common sense. It does work well, but it does give trouble.
Tara Byrne says you played anywhere the weekend.
I'm out the weekend. Actually, forget where I am, but I'm out the weekend.
Check his page. Check
out Alistair Fingleton music page.
You're right in what you say about lads, and you do one job for them and they play them.
It's in every trade, like plumbers, electricians, everything. But
Tara says play one of your own songs.
Oh jeez, I don't know.
Tumbling Paddies, Wagon Wheel, Paddies.
Tumbling Paddies.
Kendrick Lamar. Niall, I don't think we'll have Kendrick Lamar, sorry. No. Tumbling Paddies. Dave says it sounds similar, absolutely.
Yeah.
We'll do a little walk around while we're waiting for
it's not the tidiest now at the minute, but sure, anyway.
Let me find how to flip this again now. You still want to be looking at me.
Sure, you're famous, Ken.
What?
You're famous.
Famous. This is the best bit anyway, look.
That's the old fire that keeps us warm.
Good homely fire when you're here.
Warm, yeah.
I'll have to stand back please, you can see. So this is the transmission and engine building.
Well, there's some of it, yeah. There's transmission there of a 740 cat dumper, it's nearly finished.
Beat the lamp. What's all that? Just clutch packs?
Climate resistant clutch packs. That's only half of it. So if we're nearly built back up, there's more of it there on the bench.
Look at the size of it.
Yeah. That has to go into the transmission case, and that out in a container up in the yard. That's some of it there.
I like your gantry.
Gantry's simple. I put that up myself, Ken, when I came here and made it up and put it up, and it's simple. Sure, there's a little 4-cylinder Isuzu engine out of a forklift outside. JCB, some of a tier 4 JCB engine. Transmission here over a Komatsu wheel digger, like a 3CX. Komatsu made a digger similar to a 3CX. That's out one of them. That's that Doosan transmission forklift.
What's this for your engine?
That's my engine
for spin.
Transmissions. I've different brackets for them, so I can stick up a block of an engine on and build it on it and turn it all around.
Very good.
Same as the transmission. Some of them I've adapter plates there for them. We stick them up.
Step on box. Small one. Very small one.
Yeah, that's one of them. That's that Volvo engine there.
Yeah.
Out here, man. Untidy for a minute. There's an L50E Volvo. She broke the pin in the back axle. The back axle half came out of it. So we pulled the axle out of that and put a pin in the back of it. And then went right through the loader, front to back. Then and auto greaser wasn't working on it. Serviced it. Done a good few jobs on it, in fairness. And
she's clean little one.
Clean little older, yeah. She's clean.
She's not Irish, obviously.
No, she came in from Germany. Fella has her about 4 years, I think, and hopefully she'll be ready to go back to him now tomorrow. And a good bit of work done to her. There's an L70 came up from Wexford for the transmission to be done in it. So we pulled the transmission over and did it. And we had her going last week, and the man that owned it came up and looked at it, and then he wanted other work done, and we put boom suspension on it. We finished that today when we came home from Dublin. So we.
What's that, a vessel?
Yeah, it's our own kind of system. We do it on them. We put an accumulator on them and pipe it in, wire it in, and it works very, very well. And it's a lot cheaper than the original factory job. And I've done dozens upon dozens of them at this stage, and no trouble from them. And it's kind of a foolproof system. Works very, very well. And then after a few years, if you do find your boom suspension is not as good as it was, you just go and get charged up again into Ritchie and Pressure Hydraulics, and he'll charge her up for you again. And away you go again.
So we'll have to get Jack back out now to have a Jack. You make him back out to the cold.
That's Jack's machine.
We'll talk. We'll talk go-karts. And another gantry. Look, geez, you're spoiled in this place.
Well, you have to for the bit of lifting. So
suppose you're lifting an engine with that. You don't want to rid the forklift.
They're not too bad. We actually dropped the transmissions down now with them. We dropped them into the pit then, and just shove the machine back and lift the transmission up out of the pit. So they come down the way. They're not too bad. Some fellas lift the cabs off them, but we don't bother. We drop them down. It works well enough.
Everyone has their own
Everyone has
system.
their own way, yeah. Sure, there's transmission of a 250 Mapro, belonged to a man down in Cork. 4-cylinder 1000 series Perkins there. That's that 6-cylinder Volvo there.
Oh my God. And you just look at me with the consoles and a million bits on the table. How would you put it back together?
That'll all go back together. Cat 910 engine there. Cat 910 transmission on the bench over there to be done, and then another forklift transmission and bits there. Parts washer.
That's the job. That's what we all need.
Yeah, handy up.
The old consoles look clean coming out of that one.
Yeah, very, very handy.
Very good.
Lots there. 530 JCB transmission done and just waiting to go. There's another snap-on box there. There's another one in there.
So your cat one down the back.
Cat one down the back. So
We've seen a good few videos made of that one down
that's
there.
right. Yeah, we stand beside it behind it and the whole lot.
I see you have a couple of the
hospital
beds.
Yeah, I find them fierce handy. Fierce handy. Not the nicest looking yokes, but I don't mind them. But very, very handy, and you can move them over beside where you're working or whatever the case may be. But that's kind of the crack here. That's what we do here. And
no, see the Jack coming back to us.
I'd say Jacko is inside hiding now.
He wasn't nervous.
That's Jack's little machine there.
He come on earlier on, and sure he'll come back.
Yeah. That's his baby there. He was in Spain last year, and he had a bad old crash with the one he had, and the chassis got wrecked, and the back axle got wrecked. So
start again.
We had about 2 hours to build him a new cart, and we did it. We had him back out within a couple of hours. We got new chassis, new axle, new brakes, everything, and built him back up.
They'd carry all the spares over there.
Yeah. There was about 400 carts over there, and 2 big suppliers or 3 big suppliers. So we got him back out, and away he went.
There'll be some engine on a little power washer now. Huh?
Yeah, so look at they're a mighty little thing in fairness. They're sealed, they're totally sealed, everything, there's your lock and wire. Yeah. Everything's sealed on them. You can take the head off, do the valves, that's all you can do. You can't strip the bottom end at all. Can't pull the piston out, but you can't touch the bottom end.
And they have a bit of work done the sub, or they
have work all, they're all lighting and everything. Yeah. But look.
Here's Boy Racer, hit the run.
Well, Jack, what are we going to do in 2025? Are we going to have a good season?
Win everything.
Yeah. Win everything.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes.
Where's your helmet? Didn't he bring his helmet?
No,
exactly. Fuck's sake.
Yeah, didn't bring it out.
She's a real little Boy Racer machine with little K&N filter on her.
Exactly.
It'll go faster exhaust.
Yeah.
You have a transponder as well.
Transponder as well, Ken, has to have that. That works very well, and then it's not on at the minute, but he has his display here to go on and tell him his lap times and
the fuel tank. I hope you don't be smoking with the race.
No, he gave up the fags when he went racing.
Very good, very good.
So I know he loves it now, in fairness.
See your row of comments here now, we'll have a look. See what we missed. if it'll come across. Why won't the comments come back? There we are. Alistair's my uncle. Who was that?
Oh, Billy, yeah, good man, Billy. Billy's up in Hollywood. Billy's Jack's first cousin.
Jack says he'll be right out. Oh, there you are, Jack, look. The pit is handy for doing that. The pit surely is.
Jack's on his way. Jack has more followers than we have, Stan.
Has he?
Yeah, unreal.
He's so bad for a man. The Tumbling Paddies won.
Did it? No, we'll have to do the Tumbling Paddies. So
I'm gonna do it.
Jack is a big Dex and Ernie fan, Ken. He does a great job on Stop the World and Let Me Off.
Will you do no bar?
We might do, yeah.
Go up in the capital order there now, sing us a song.
He won €100 one night in a pub for singing it. A woman said she'd give him €100 if he sang it. And away he went and sang it.
Is there anyone here? I'll put up €100 and get Jack to sing. Will we? We'll sponsor the go-kart.
Yeah. Get the name on it. There's a transmission of an 830 has to come as well. Will we ever get the work done, Stan? You may come up and give us a dig out for a few days.
Oh, well, I was going to ask you to give me a hand.
No, enough here now to keep it going till Christmas, I think. But sure, anyway.
Dickie Rock, big up, says I don't know.
Hasn't done.
Dickie Rock.
We'll send you the postcode, Adam. We still live in the same spot, so I'll send you the postcode and you can call in and visit us. He was? Who was that?
We don't know who he is. I was up and down that pit for a small spell.
I'd say George, maybe. No. Could be George Condell, maybe.
George has his name, but I think.
Has he?
Yeah.
George was here for a while. Another man, Richie Byrne was here. Jason Marr was here. There's a good few lads actually worked here over the years.
Did you ever have an apprentice?
I did, yeah. A couple of apprentices here. Yeah. We had a few apprentices. They got plenty of hardship.
I'd say that.
Yeah. Mark Yo was on there. Goodbye Sid. Mark worked here as well. Great man to paint and everything like that. Good mechanic and great man. If you want any cars painted, Mark Yo was the man.
Up Donegal.
Good woman Anne. They were all drunk in Mullingar the weekend, the whole lot of them.
Mullingar?
Yeah. Anne Golden was there with her daughter and her granddaughter. Everyone was saying they never saw 3 generations of people in the one place in the one time.
Very good.
Yeah.
Conchine is asking where you're based.
We're in Kildare, Lillywhite's Con, near Castledermot, between Castledermot and Tye.
Very good. When we get the guitar then we'll
go back into the fire.
We'll go back into the fire.
May do the tumbling paddies. Jack's going in now to put the kettle on, Stan.
Is he?
Yeah.
He's eating pizza. We've brought stickers, look.
Yeah, have stickers. Look, there's one on the guitar shop.
Is there?
There is, yeah. You stuck that one on when you weren't looking, look.
Feckers, look.
You know how we worked that? How did you manage that, Stan?
Where would you ever do any work on tractors? No, he says no.
Don't go near tractors at all. I know plenty of good tractor mechanics, alright, if he's looking for one. But we don't work on tractors. I want the tumbling paddies.
We're going with the tumbling paddies. Everyone tag the digger dad. Get the digger daddy.
The digger dad in Australia, we'll be watching him there. He's absolutely savage out in Australia.
We love him.
Doing his stuff out there.
We sure will do.
You want to dance, Stan?
Me? I want to see me dance.
I guess I'm a dreamer, but I'm a great believer. What's meant for you in life will never pass you by. I get to where I'm going. At first there's not knowing what's written in the stars. It's time last to leave the bar. Spend the weekends over drinking, Mondays over thinking. Will I find a better plan? And I'll try my best and I'll die trying. It's just the way I am. Well, I get an honest living with the cards I've been given. If only I could see what lies ahead for me. And I wake up in the morning and I hear the road is calling. Well, I give it all I've got. just the way I am. Woo! Where would you see it?
Now, I hope you all enjoyed that.
And the lads ringing me tomorrow. Why isn't my engine ready? And why isn't my transmission ready? And they were out in the shed last night till all hours with Stan playing and singing.
Well, we flip this camera down before we sign off.
Geez, you're quite good looking, Stan.
Just look at the wrinkles.
No, so you're getting near.
And the grey hairs, look.
You're getting near 60.
I have the fucking glasses on as well.
Will we have a party for you?
They'll be Clark Kent ones.
Will we have a party for you?
A party, we will have a party.
Will anyone go?
No one will go to my party. Don't use Stan Tay. He can't handle it. He won't sleep a week tonight. That's the truth.
Yeah.
Digger dad. He won't come in. He's asleep, I'd say.
Yeah, them is Declan Ernie shoes. There's a story behind that. We can't tell you that.
Oh, Jesus. I'll find out over coffee. I'll let you know on the way home.
Yeah.
Anne says you're a great singer.
Good woman, Anne. That was great crack.
Absolutely. Tracy says, well done.
You know, Barry Finton in a tie, he sells front loader. I do be God. Yeah.
Starting to go funny for a boat.
For me or you?
Pair of us.
Yeah, we get cheaper for the two of us.
The dog.
Bert and Ernie, look. Ah, Jesus. Are we that bad, are we?
When we go to the well in boat, says the dog. That's...
Stafford. Oh, the Lord. Oh, God.
Two good lads together.
Young Stafford worked here as well for a while.
Staff.
He did, yeah.
That was an experience.
Sure, look, for both of us now, in fairness, yeah. He's a great man, in fairness, too.
Is that the right note now?
Yeah.
Right, I don't get the...
Nathan Carter sang it in the wrong key the night in Carlo.
Alright. Yeah. Are you going to Cork for the crack? Con Sheehan says, are you coming to Cork for the crack?
Mighty singer, I know Effie Neal. Yeah, Effie was on telly with me last year. She was on Lord Tira.
Oh, yeah.
Great singer, fair play. Chris O'Connor, good man, Chris. Loads of people on.
So, 86 still tuned in.
Not too bad, and it's nearly bedtime.
It's nearly bedtime, yeah. He's done well to stick us this long.
Exactly, yeah. We might do a two-piece band going around together, Sam. What would you think? Would you be on for it?
I might do the driving.
You could drive the van, yeah. Drive. You singing, yeah.
But I definitely want dance.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyway, I hear the kettle whistling inside. It's time to go.
We get tea.
Thanks for joining.
See everyone.
We might do it again.
And we'll see you all soon. Keep an eye on the Singing Mechanic and on the Alistair Fingleton music page.
Absolutely. Go back on my page. I've tagged there and
keep our country. And if you want lawnmowers or anything like that,
no lawnmowers, no
chainsaws, anything like that.
If you want your tractor repaired, ring the lad.
No tractors. No.
Good luck.
Good luck.